Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another What's Sold video. This will be a quick one because I have not made that many sales. This is very much a part-time reseller. Basically, since the year has begun, that's kind of where I'm at. And I have not really listed much at all in the last 60 days. So I do my every day, my Posture VA relist 20 new items for me, or 20 items that are 60 days old. And so that's the only way I've been getting some new listings up. I mean, I listed like 5 items this week, so slowly but surely. However, I'm still making sales, and I think it is relevant to share what is selling right now. That way you know what buyers are looking for. All right, we're just gonna jump right in and pick up where I left off on my last What Sold video. It's basically the last 2 weeks. All right, first thing, I made an eBay sale, which I am trying to do at least 2 items a day cross-listing from everywhere else over to eBay to try to get everything I have over there, since eBay seems to be where the sales are happening. All right, I sold this pair of Tory Burch snakeskin flats. These sold, I think, in less than 2 days. I had $2.35 into them from a ThredUp shoebox, and they sold for $49. I picked up 2 Pottery Barn Kids pillowcases. They were a red gingham print. I did have $10 into the 2 of them, $5 each, but I knew that they would sell, and they did on eBay for $35. I sold a Zara Kids embroidered corduroy romper. I actually purchased this for my own daughter. She wore them for some fall photos, not even last year, I think the year before, and I finally got around to listing it. I picked this up for $8 at a local Once Upon a Child. It sold on Kidizen for $25. The next was a Matilda Jane tank top, new with the tags. Picked it up at Once Upon a Child again. And honestly, when I tell you that I paid $5 at Once Upon a Child, that is probably 90% of the time with credits from trading in things like my ThredUp kids boxes, stuff out of my own kids closet. It's very rare that I just go in and spend the money, but I record on here what the items cost. And so, because I mean, credits are still technically money. Anyway, at $5 in, this one also sold on Kidizen, also for $25. This pair of Mini Melissa black butterfly flats, I had $3 into from Goodwill, sold on Poshmark. They did not even wait for my 20% Posture VA offer, which, y'all, Posture VA is where it's at. I cannot imagine running my business without it. And these sold for $32. They would have gotten a $25 offer with discounted shipping, which, can we talk about that for a minute? I feel like at least twice this month, maybe 3 days, I don't have to offer discounted shipping on Poshmark when I send an offer, but then the next day it's back. Like, are they just randomly testing? And I know some of my friends didn't get the option, some have. Like, I'll get it and then it goes away. I don't know what they're doing. I appreciate the not having to send a discounted shipping offer along with my discounts, especially on those really lower priced items. But yeah, I wish I kind of knew what their plan was for that. All right, these Lucky Brand strappy booties, I got these for free from a family member, and they sold on Poshmark for $28. This Lululemon Power Y black graphic tank top, I had $1 into from a recent binge trip, sold on Poshmark for $14. So these type of Lululemon tank tops, they're old, most of them, they're older styles. I'll still pick them up in good shape, and you know, you're gonna get $12 to $15, which, hey, for a bins item, I love it. All right, this Beach Bunny pink bikini bottom, this had a price tag of like 70 something. I had $3 into it from The RealReal when I did, like, I sent stuff in, I made a couple pennies from them, but they had a deal where if they listed X amount of your items, you got a $100 credit. So I had credits to spend, and that's how I purchased some items. And then I had like a teeny bit left over to owe. Sold on Poshmark for $29. It definitely took a whole year because I picked it up on April 1st of 2023. Can denim cutoff shorts. I just remember these were a very tiny size, but they were in great shape. Got them at the bin, so I had about $1 into them. Sold on Poshmark for $13. This Adidas Stella McCartney cheetah animal tank top, I got at a local kids consignment sale, like one that travels and comes a couple times a year. My cost of goods is high because I bought a lot of things and some higher end things for my own kids, is what it is. So I had $11.57 into it. There's no way I would have paid that by itself, but for bookkeeping purposes, sold for, let's see, it sold on eBay for $25. This is a perfect example of, for me, what it means to be a reseller. Of course, the extra cash is great, and I'm doing like the teeniest little part to help like save the world, you know, the environment and such. These boots were in great condition. My daughter wore them for one summer. However, we live in Florida. She left them outside in the pool toy bin for like 2 weeks before I realized, so they got covered in stains. I soaked them, scrubbed them, sanitized them. There was no saving the staining, but you know what? Someone paid $9 for them on Poshmark plus the shipping. And so instead of throwing them away because they were gross, someone's gonna give them another season of life, and I made $4.03. All right, native white Jeffersons. Native for kids, you guys, like I will never not pick them up. I mean, they have to be so beat up for me to leave them behind. I paid $6 for these. They sold for $19 on Mercari. I will mention this, 2 sales on Mercari since all the changes, and they have gone flawlessly, and I got paid and didn't get a return request or whatever. So we're just gonna roll with it. I don't make as many sales on Mercari as I did even 6 months ago. Mercari goes through phases for me where I will have 10 sales out there and then crickets and have nothing pending. So I don't know. I'm still gonna continue to cross list there and hope for the best. I know their customer service is terrible. They always side with the buyer, and it just is what it is, but I'm gonna take my chances. All right, this UMG floral romper, I had $7 into from Goodwill. This was not a good pickup because I had it for over 2 years, but it finally did sell for $20. Mini Melissa Ariel Ultra Girls, I picked these up. I did have $12 into them on Amazon. My daughter wore them exactly one time, so they were in excellent, like new condition, and they sold on Mercari for my full asking price of $32. Plus shipping. I do not offer free shipping anywhere. The other pair of native white, if you watched recently, Michael and I drove to Tampa and I went into a little thrift store and I picked up 2, both size 6, tiny little toddler natives. And I listed one. I didn't want to list them both because I was afraid I'd get them mixed up because they were both literally solid white. So one sold within 30 minutes of listing. I shipped them. The next day listed the other pair, sold same day as well. So I had $6.67 into this pair as well. This pair also sold on Mercari for $20. The other pair sold for $19. I think I had them listed at $20 and someone sent me a $19 offer, and the other ones, someone paid full price. So they sell, and they sell fast, especially right now. All right, Kiki Pants. We've talked about this bamboo, nice brand for kids, but they also make some women's clothing. This was a brand new Tags outfit. I did purchase this, I was gonna say the ThredUp outlet. I do search for that brand there. This came in a ThredUp Kids 50-pound rescue box a long time ago. So I had 66 cents into each item on that and sold this one for $17 on Mercari. This Old Navy long line camo sports bra came in a ThredUp activewear box for $3. Sold for $8 on Poshmark. I made a whole $2.05 because I believe they sent me an offer, so there was no shipping discount. This Lily Pulitzer Classic Shift Dress, I did pay $15 for this at Once Upon a Child, but again, that was probably with my credits, but that was still a great price for this print, and sold on Poshmark for $38. So Lily Pulitzer, these vibrant, great prints, even in kid sizes, will bring you at least usually $35 to $45. These Adidas Pure Boost men's sneakers came in a ThredUp men's rescue box, had $7 into them. They sold, you guys, this is one of those items where I have sent out 50% off offers for the last 6 months, just trying to get rid of them. Someone came in and paid my full asking price of $64 on Posh, in the middle of the night, and left me 5 stars. So there is a buyer for everyone. All right, this Vineyard Vines little girl skirt I picked up way too many years ago for $2 at a local thrift store, finally sold for $12. All right, these Lily Pulitzer Buttercup shorts came out of my personal closet when I did a clean out, and then I did my Death Pile Diaries which I'm gonna do another one of those soon. Just go grab a random tub and unbox it for you guys. I enjoyed that because it really helped me just get rid of some of it, and that it had no business even being in my death pile anymore. And maybe you have stuff like that too. It just needed to go to buy, sell, trade, or even donate, just get it out of here, or list it like these. And they sold very quickly for $30. These UGG brown strappy sandals, I did pay $2.65 at the bins, and they sold on Mercari for $23. This Disney Eeyore pink fleece sweatshirt, I had 46 cents into it from there's a local church that did a sale in October of 2022, and I picked up like a Victoria's Secret vintage country couture robe that sold instantly. I think I made like $60. This was also something I got there. Anyway, sold for $18. Not too shabby for 46 cents. Lemon Loves Lime, great kids brand. I don't find it often. I did pick this one up in the ThredUp outlet, so my average cost of goods was $5.23. Sold it for $8.10 on Mercari. A lot of my Mercari prices now have a random 10 cents or whatever, because I did take the time to go through and I dropped my entire closet by 10%. I don't know. They said we needed to do that to adjust for the no fee. I don't know, you guys. Mercari is just its own thing right now. But anyway, I did that and I made a couple sales by dropping my entire closet by 10%. All right, this Lily Pulitzer plates, I picked up at that same local kids consignment sale in the fall. I had $11.57 into them, but I remember only paying $10, and they sold for $28. I just thought they were kind of fun. Glad they sold on Posh because they were heavy. The brand Earth, and I think someone said those are sold at Walmart. I don't know. These came in a ThredUp shoebox. $2.35 was my cost of goods. They sold for $25 on Poshmark. This brand, I don't know how to say it. In my mind, I call it, I don't even know how I say it in my head, Nartji. It's a kids brand that is no longer in service. Like, it's been several years, but some people seek it out. And I got this matching outfit in a kids ThredUp 50-pound box for 60 cents, and it sold on Poshmark for $16. I'll put a closer up picture of the tag right here. So if you ever see it, if it's in good shape, there are people that really enjoyed that brand and they liked it, so they searched for it. This United Colors of Benetton ombre kids sweater came in a different ThredUp kids 50-pound box for $2, and I sold it for $16. So I do enjoy kids clothes, you know, and some of them can fetch as much as women's. All right, I sold a Lululemon red and black trim tank top, and this is part of a consignment I'm doing for somebody. It sold on Mercari for $15. I sold a pair of Hey Dude pink sparkle toddler shoes, also from that same kids consignment sale. It's funny how things like that I got all in the same place always tend to sell around the same time. And these sold for $15 on Poshmark. They were a small toddler size. Hannah Anderson Batman pajamas. These I did pick up at Goodwill for $5. Sold them on Poshmark for $20. These Victoria's Secret pink fluffy new tag. No, not these. I thought they were going to be slippers. This was that pullover in a recent fun box. I had $5 into. Sold for $20. And lastly, yesterday I sold this Alice and Ames twirl dress. I've mentioned this brand before. It's a really cute little small shop. I've never found this brand out in the wild, even at like Once Upon a Child's or these boutique kids consignments. I've only ever purchased it used already from Kidizen or straight from the website. I did buy this on clearance from the website for $15, and I don't think my kid ever even worn it, honestly. And it sold for $25. So, quick one today, and I'm thrilled with these sales just because, like I said, I've not been listing. We are in crunch mode. We're about to go on vacation. Like my kid had a field trip today. I've been teaching at the kids' school a lot, and we just got a lot going on. I'm getting ready to host a big Harry Potter 11th birthday shindig, and thankfully I have the flexibility where reselling, you know, the more you put in, the more you get out, and I'm obviously not getting out a lot right now because I'm not putting in a lot. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful start to your April. Hope your sales are going wonderful if you are investing the time and energy, and hopefully you guys have learned a brand or two or we're happy to see what's selling for me. And maybe you have some of these brands in your pile already, like Native shoes. Get those things listed. People are buying sandals and shoes and summer and spring attire. So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye.